Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lubachowski. I'm so glad that you're here. I have no plans for this video, guys, so bear with, but I just want to get it out and start this series. We're 11 weeks out from Nationals at the Toronto Pro Show, and I'm so excited. I wanted to start the series so that I can share the prep process. I've always wanted to do this, but I've been really bad about it. So let's get started. Today's video, I thought we'd go over my prep plans and essentially last year and off season. As I said, we're 11 weeks out, which I'm so excited. So here are my recent check-ins. I couldn't be more proud. We took a long off season, so I guess that's where we should start. Or actually, let's start at Nationals last year. So at Nationals last year, I came runner-up to the pro card again, and for a fourth time. It was a hard blow to take, however, it was definitely well earned. The girls that beat me looked absolutely incredible and they had amazing glutes, which was essentially my feedback. So how the show format went was that the girls actually went first and then it was the guys. I actually won my gold medal, did the overall, came runner-up, was able to go to dinner with my dad, and then came back to the show to speak with Tyler himself, which was ultimately my end goal. I really wanted to get his feedback. I wanted to know what I needed to do to become pro. And so I went to go speak to him and I went like beelining towards him, said, overall great shape, great front pose, but you need more glutes, or overall more glutes. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, got it. Which honestly was so heartbreaking at the time because it's been the same feedback from every single judge from every single show. And then hearing it again from Tyler, I was like, what do you mean? I thought that's what I've been working on. But looking at the photos, they were absolutely right. I needed more glutes and I needed better conditioning also. I say I was about 1 to 2 weeks off of conditioning, but another side of that is that I was natural last year, which was a choice of mine. And obviously competing in the open category did make prep a lot harder. This year I am enhanced, which I am very proud of. I decided to become enhanced because I am open, and if you're going to compete open, you might as well compete open, right? So I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm taking because that's between me and my coach. However, it is a very small and low dose because that's all I'm comfortable with. On the other side of things, I was speaking to my coaches after the show and they were like, you should possibly do this show or possibly this show. And I was like, you know what? No. I told myself I'm doing one show this year. That's it. No matter the result, I need some time off. And I need some long time off. So I'm going to come back and do this show next year. So I'm going to take a whole year off, which I'd never done before, to come back my best or the best I possibly can with hopefully great glutes. So that was my thing. I was like, I want tie-ins that pop because I feel like that's where I've always lacked is that lower tie-in and just overall glute projection. So I was like, that's what I need to work on. So every single workout, I was like, it's tie-ins, glutes, literally in the back of my mind. I was like, I will not come back. I will not be getting back on stage without great glutes. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So took a whole year off, which I'm so proud of. I worked with Corey Lindner and we really focused in on what the judges told me for feedback, and I think we made it happen. I'm really proud of this package. More than anything, I'm just proud. I'm proud of this being what we're bringing this year, and no matter the results, I'm already happy. I'm already proud. That was essentially the off-season plan, and also on the off-season side of things, I wanted to make sure to stay leaner because I was like, I don't want to keep losing 20 pounds over and over and over again. It's hard having to lose that much weight. And last season, because I did do it natty, which was a choice of mine, it made prep so much harder. And I was like, I don't want to go through that again. So I was like, I'm not going to get up above 17 pounds maximum of stage weight in my off season. That was kind of my marker. I don't know why 17. I was like between 15 and 17 and then try to stay in around there and work on density because really that's all I needed. I didn't need to gain a bunch of muscle everywhere. I just needed to gain muscle in my glutes. So I didn't need to gain a bunch of weight. I just needed to gain density. And so with that in the back of my mind, I was like, I don't need to put on a bunch of fat to gain density. I can stay leaner and try to do that. So that was my main goal, was try to stay leaner and grow great glutes. Why can't I say that? Grow great glutes. That is a tongue twister. Oh my God. Anyways, so this year, I actually had originally planned to do a regional show. Now, the reason for this was because I knew I was taking a whole year off and I was like, I kind of do a regional show and like dust off the cobwebs. So I'm feeling comfortable again on stage because last year at Nationals, I did trip a little bit. I was very nervous. I'm not going to lie. That being said, I've decided not to do the regional show. And the main reason was because of the overall goal is to go pro. So I want to focus all my energy on going pro and really making that package the best package we can. And doing a show didn't align with the timing of that. Just because there are shows, but they're far from me. So I would have to travel either 2 or 4 weeks ahead of my show, which isn't that difficult, but the financial side of things too, and having the other goal in my mind of competing as a pro this year, hopefully, is also another financial aspect that I needed to consider. So I was like, do I spend the money on doing a regional show, or do I save that money and put it towards competing as a pro, or still getting my pro card, or whatever the end result may be? Because I don't know what the end result is. I cannot see into the future. Of course, I have my goals, but we need to be realistic. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just focus on going pro. Let's just focus on that. And so we did start early, which made this prep so much easier. And I am really thankful for that because it has been a much easier prep. We were even able to take a 4-week health and reset breaks. We got off everything to then really be able to start prep at 12 weeks out healthily and full blast. So that's essentially where we are now at 11 weeks out. So I'm so excited because we're now in the thick of it. We upped my cardio. My calories have been dropped, but not recently. It's probably the next step, even though I hate it. I hate when my calories drop. You can ask Erin. I'm so funny. I'm that client that please don't reduce my calories. And then a week goes by and I completely forget and I'm like, whatever, fine, life is great. But first 3 days that you remove my calories, I'm not very nice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, why'd they take away my food? Because you're in prep, girl. Duh. Anyways, I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses is when someone reduces my calories, I'm not such a happy camper about it. Who is? Anyways, so plan for this prep. So our plan is to essentially be ready ahead of time. Now I actually don't know the logistics of my plan because I have a coach for that. So Erin knows the plan. But what I'm hoping or what I'm foreseeing in the time frame and how much weight I typically think we have to lose, I think I need to lose anywhere between 5 to 7 pounds maybe to really get lean and then fill out. I think that's the plan. So I think we want to get a little bit leaner and then fill out and reverse into the show because we are 11 weeks out and that would make sense. But again, I don't know because anything could happen and at the end of the day, I'm just going to let her choose because we know each other. This is our third prep together. This is really our second prep together, but she did help me peak for a third show. She helped me peak for her third show, which was the first show she helped me with. Then she did my last year's prep and she's doing this year's prep, if that makes better sense or explains things. But Erin's wonderful and she is really a great coach and she really understands me. So that's why I love working with her because at the end of the day, I know I can trust her. And I also love working with Corey because he knows what he's doing with the training side of things and growing glutes clearly because we've done a great job. I love having my little team behind me and it's been so wonderful working with both of them over the past couple years. Actually, I've been working with both of them for almost 2 years now. In and around that time frame, in and around that. With show day stuff and plans for that. We are getting a new suit, which is so exciting. This is the company that is making the suit for me. She is absolutely wonderful and also competing very soon. So please go support her and her competition journey as well. So I'll show you guys the suit when she sends it to me. I don't know when that'll be, but we still have 11 weeks. The color will be a surprise, so stay tuned. When it comes to nutrition and everything like that, we are going to start tightening up nutrition at around 8 weeks. I have been following a meal plan I made for myself. Essentially, Erin gave me macros and I created a meal plan for myself, but she does want me to tighten a few things up at 8 weeks. So I am eating a meal plan now that I could do a full day of eating if you guys would love to see that. So please comment down below before we change it in a couple weeks. And then once we change it in a couple weeks, I could do another full day of eating. So that could be 2 more videos for this series. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. I don't know if you guys know, but I also work out at home. I fully only work out at home. I've not been going to the gym for almost a year. Because I started building my own little mini gym. So I could give you guys a little mini gym tour. I could do a full workout at home in my gym. Cardio I also do at home. I have a bike and I use my stairs and I walk my dog. That's my main set of training or cardio is a lot of dog walking, which is wonderful because it gets us both out. Let me guys know what you guys would love to see because I would love to have more ideas on what videos to make for this series for you guys because obviously I am sharing my life, but whatever you guys want to see, I would love to try to share. That's it for now, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.